mid-range shot is so important because there's a danger zone on the court, which is the nail, right?
Yep.
That nail is super dangerous because you can go both ahead and behind the defense. When you just launching threes from 25 feet, I think it makes you too predictable.
What the Chicago Bulls did just the other day. So, the Chicago Bulls beat the Atlanta Hawks by a score of 152 to 150. And the Bulls, they was getting in. They scored 152 points. But they did it without taking a single shot between 10 and 24 feet from the basket. Not one shot. And you know who I blame? Daryl Morey and Mike D'Antoni. But
Mike D'Antoni ain't even coaching.
How do you guys feel about this?
Do you know that the average 2 is worth more points than the average 3 right now for the second straight year?
Of course. I'm not shocked. I'm just not shocked. But that's another reason why I hate when a motherfucker say, when I say, oh, that's a good mid-range shot, and they always start talking about, look at his percentages shooting the mid-range.
Mid-ranges have gone up tremendously in terms of efficiency because teams don't guard them as much.
For sure.
And to be fair, if a guy shoot 10 mid-range shots, and you say, well, he's shooting below 55% shooting mid-range, he's not good at mid-range. Probably because he only shot 10. But motherfucker can shoot 23s in the game, and he can make 7 of them, and y'all say, oh, he made 7 threes. Oh, threes. But he shot 20. You see how stupid it becomes after a while? It just becomes stupid. Every time somebody shoot a mid-range, oh, man, that's an inefficient shot. How would you know if he only shot 10? How would you know that he can't make that shot if he only shot 10 for the whole season? You don't know. That's the thing.
But a lot of times it's not so much that they just don't guard the mid range. It's the fact that those are open spots on the floor. People are coming to the ball getting there. They're probing through the defense to get to open spots on the floor. That's what mid range shooting is all about. It's about beating your defender and pulling up. It's about coming to the ball from the weak side. It's about finding open spots on the floor. It's not like they're just not guarded. That's a good shot.
That's a really good shot because
people see 152 points now, they think, oh, that's how we're supposed to play basketball. This shit is bogus. The NBA is dead.
If we think about this, Chill, if we got 2 people racing, one with the ball, one defending, and I go full speed, and you trying to catch up to me to stop me from going to the rim, and I take right, left, and pull up and shoot, what you think the defender gonna do? He's going to go forward. That's why it's a good shot. That's exactly why it's a good shot right there. Because it's like everything is a 3 in front of you, and then everything is at the rim, which you trying to go. No, you need big guards. I'll put a big guard in there. You got J-Dub was a big guard. You got Kevin Durant. You got Scotty Barnes.
K Cunningham.
Josh Giddey's a big guard.
K Cunningham, Josh Giddey. If all of them got to their mid-range comfortably, and I'm not saying they don't, I'm just saying if all of them got to that spot comfortably and said, man, you know what? Fuck this percentage is crap. I'm gonna just get to my spot and I'm gonna shoot. You wouldn't be able to stop none of them. They too big. They way too. That's what Shea does. Shea just bump you off and shoot it. Imagine if Scotty Barnes did that every time. Imagine if Giddey did that every time. Imagine if OG Anunoby did that every time. That shit is cash.
Here's the thing.
I don't want to see a motherfucker hoist up 7 threes just to make 2.
The mid-range shot is so important because there's a danger zone on the court, which is the nail, right? That nail is super dangerous because you can go both ahead and behind the defense. When you're just launching threes from 25 feet, I think it makes you too predictable. When you're launching everything to the basket, I think it makes you too predictable. When you have the ability to pull up, like what Jordan said, like what K does, what Shea does, think about all the teams that have actually won championships. Really actually think about the best players on those teams. They're all mid-range assassins. Kobe, Michael, LeBron. I want to call LeBron a mid-range assassin, but he's pretty good. Jaylen Brown, I guess.
Jaylen Brown is a good mid-range.
But Nikola Jokic is a good mid-range guy.
Jokic is a good mid-range guy.
The ability, and it's not even KD is a great mid-range guy.
Kawhi too.
Kawhi is a great mid-range guy. Like you could go down the list of like the last 40 champions, and the vast majority of them have a great mid-range score.
What about DeMar DeRozan?
Perfect mid-range score.
DeMar's great. DeMar's great, but he does
mid-range that doesn't win.
Yeah, but he doesn't win because he doesn't get clean looks. Like there's
he was on the same Raptors team that Kawhi was on, right?
No.
What was the difference? What was the difference?
Well, the difference is Kawhi
is way better than DeMar.
Well, number one, that, and number two, Kawhi gets clean. Like to me, basketball comes down to this: like, as a scorer, do you get to your spots? Do you get to them clean? Do you get clean releases? That's it. That's all it is, right? The number of spots you have on the court, that just makes you a lot less predictable, right? If you only got 3 spots on the court, if you only got 2 counters, you very easy to stop, right?
100%.
So when Michael got like 85 spots on the court and he could just go off from any one of them, it does matter how efficiently his handle can get him to that spot. But then it double matters how clean the release is once he actually takes a shot when he's there. That elevation, that size, that strength that Michael gets, his looks were clean. I always say Michael Jordan was like the most open scorer in NBA history, and people don't understand what I'm saying, but it's like you realize like he just too fast, too strong, and he just
never really
took bad shots.
He never really took bad shots.
He gets up high, and the proprioception, like with which like he can feel your body, feel that, oh, he's a little bit off balance, boom, turn around, fade away.
He got a nice handle too, man. Nice handle too.
He had a compact handle. So the difference between DeMar DeRozan and Kawhi is funny because they drove that offense for DeMar in Toronto, and they just plugged Kawhi into it, and it just fit so much better. Why? Kawhi's a way better shooter. So you cannot sit off of him. So you got to guard him higher up on the court. Opens up way bigger driving lanes for all the guards.
He's a way better shooter.
He's a way better shooter.
Kawhi's
a way better shooter
because he can shoot the 3 more efficient.
He's a better 3-point shooter.
He's a better 3-point shooter. He's a better mid-range shooter. He's a better finisher. He is better across the board, bro. He is better, and especially in the playoffs, he's way better. But why is he better in the playoffs? Cleaner looks. That's it. He gets better.
All I know is the word my man Drench used is psyop, and the word my man Ox used, the word my man Drench used is psyop, and the word my man Ox used is El Maskable. What they did was they tricked y'all into thinking that we either got to play at the long ball line or we got to play at the rim, not realizing that when you play in the mid-range, what it does is it opens up the offense even more for you when you play in the mid-range, because when I'm knocking down mid-range shots, now that means that the help is dragged to me. When the help is dragged to me, that means that guys at the rim are open. And if guys at the rim are open, that means that the lane opens up even more. And with the lane opening up even more, there's more space to drive. And if there's more space to drive, there's more space at the long ball line. But in the words of my man Drench, you got psyoped into thinking because Steph Curry can shoot the ball from 35 feet off the bounce, because Klay Thompson can shoot the ball from 30 feet off the catch. That's the only way you can play. You can't play in the mid-range off the dribble.
And Chill, you know what's so crazy about that, Chill?
Which is nuts to me.
You know what's so crazy about the Warriors, though, Chill? That year when they won the championship without KD, they shot the most mid-range jump shots in the NBA.
They didn't shoot a lot of threes, contrary to popular belief. They did not.
Hey, Jordan, that is psyop right there.
You clearly got
that is 100% psyop.
It's the panel. Religion get built on cam. Where the chat throw smoke and the host go ham. You ain't never seen hoops out here did raw. Every take got weight, every night we drop. This that barbershop. Courtside, worldwide tone. Welcome to the only show that really feel like numbers jumping like the score.